It's finally happened.
An event to end all events. Several days in the making.
I'm Herb Spellman.
I'm Axel Vance. Bringing you a spectacle spectacular the likes of which has never been seen. A conflict to put dog versus cat to shame. A rivalry that makes cat versus cat seem like mewing kittens. Ladies and gentlemen, this is man's best friend versus himself as you've never imagined it. An obedient superstar trial that'll make your mother go, "Damn boy, that was something, alright."
And make your father want to concur with a slight head nod and an affirmative grunt to go along with it. Even we can barely contain our level of excitement any more than you can.
Tonight only. Don't miss out on this all-out display of obedience and prowess that separates alpha dog from whelp like no other.
Speed, strength, or skill, whose will win out at the end of the day?
Heck, maybe just pluck, luck, and relentlessness will prevail when all's said and done. Lord already knows that it wouldn't be the strangest thing to happen in the ring by a landslide. But then I've probably gone and said too much already. You can just go ahead and disregard all that.
Well, our combatants are now entering the stadium as we speak, and the ring ain't getting more prepped. Time to find out who here's got what it takes. Let's start off by introducing our reigning champ, K&D's Signature Series, also known simply as Kira.
Kira? Well, that doesn't sound particularly intimidating to me.
That'd be a poor assumption to make, Vance. I actually have it on record that she gets her name from the same Spitfire character appearing in the popular Chronicles of Riddick movie, and apparently she lives up to her namesake's legacy and then some.
Well, that's the kind of fire that'll serve you well over 9 years of experience. Seriously, I have no idea what half the initials on that card meant, but you don't rack up that many titles unless you're bringing it!
And how, Vance? She's a 3-time National Medallion winner and was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2016, and it takes only one good look into those eyes to see why.
It's like she knows the command before it's even given, weirding me out!
Nothing weird about it, Vance. Just a girl who knows what to do and how to do it, and she could do it for days, which is time we don't have, because she's here to do a job.
It's definitely going to be interesting to see how well she does today, given that this is her 3rd year in a row.
Can we expect another win for our champ, or will today's challenger have what it takes to put her down?
K&D's point of no return, aka Nikita, is a relative newcomer packing a fresh dose of young red blood as hot as her nose is cold.
It's true, she's not rocking the credentials of our reigning champion, but she does have the personality, persistence, and most importantly, the pedigree to match. Her own grandmother was a 2-time national specialty winner and the #1 show spaniel in the country in 2008.
Sounds like the genetic blueprint for a legend in the making to me, Herb, but there's no denying they're still working with a lot of raw talent here.
True again, Vance. It has been a long, hard road along the way, and with no signs of stopping or slowing down in sight, it's a wonder how through it all she manages to keep a spring in her step. But I guess that's the nature of the breed.
If you want to say the best way to succeed is to try again, then this little lady embodies that in spades. Somehow or another, she always comes back out on her own 4 feet.
Being the rookie's certainly not easy, especially when you're up against the likes of our champion. But if there's someone who's proven herself up to the task, it's our own point of no return. And she's very eager, so much so that she doesn't seem to know which direction to go. But whoever said you win the ring by walking a straight line anyway?
I'm not a fortune teller, Herb, but I'm foreseeing a future champion.
Well, tempers have certainly flared up out here. Our combatants can barely stand to look at each other, let alone hold back their utter contempt for the other's existence.
It's well known that there's been bad blood between these two going all the way back to last year.
Yes, Vance, we all remember how last year's preseason events were overshadowed by some unfortunate and unruly behavior on the part of our newcomer. Granted, most retrievals tend to get gritty, but things really escalated quickly that day.
It is actually understandable though, Herb. Being out in the field all day is taxing enough, but when you got nothing to show for it, it wears you down after a while.
Maybe so, but you still have to pick and choose your battles, and at the end of the day, she just picked the wrong battle.
Now here comes one of my favorite throws. This one really was our champion signature series at her best form. I mean, look at that. She had it in her mouth before she even slowed down to retrieve it. I'm sorry, no rookie stood a chance against that one.
Afraid so, Vance, but you know what else? This next part here, in hindsight, really should have been an indicator of things to come. Right about here. That little crowd displeaser really should have been a red flag, if you ask me.
All right, this is it. Here comes the moment of infamy. The throw that ended it all. And it looked so good for the rookie at first, until she ultimately decided the highway was preferable to the runway. We're gonna need a replay of that.
Yeah, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, Vance. That right there was just a straight-up bitch move, and not the kind we ever care to see coming from our field girls.
Amen to that, brother. And I'll tell you something else. It was enough to have to endure the champ's second year of gloating and prostrating in front of her. But having to accept handouts? Now, that's just too much for one dog to take.
But that was then and this is now. And now it's time for an obedient superstar smackdown! Our combatants approach the ring to begin the first round. The champ is naturally first in and is quick to lay down the law, drawing a line in the sand and daring anyone to cross it.
It takes a real alpha to come in and dominate that way, Herb. The tail wag alone tells you all you need to know.
The judge wants her in the ring, but even the point of no return is hesitant.
It takes a firm, strong hand and guidance to lead her into the ring, ending our first round on a high note at least. Just better hope the second round has more bite to it. That crowd is seriously hankering for some real obedience-style action.
The rookie is guided out as the ring is reset for round 2. The champ assumes the position in preparation, readying herself for the next command. And wait, what?
Oh no, it looks like the rookie's trainer made the mistake of dropping the lead.
This is not going to end well. Everyone's scrambling to get things under control.
This is unbelievable. We gotta try to get a closer look at this.
It's insanity, all right.
I absolutely cannot believe what we're witnessing right now. Our cameraman is literally putting his life on the line to bring you this furious frenzy of fatal frolicking.
The rookie's trainer tries to hold her back and even seems to have a hold of her at first, but she's snapping back every step of the way and just looking for a chance to reinsert herself.
Bad idea, Herb, given that by now the crowd has completely turned against her.
It takes effort, but the trainer finally locks the point of no return in an embrace and manages to sideline her, leaving Signature Series standing, or rather lying down, triumphant.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Herb. I don't think anything's making her move for a while, which is just as well as she's just been declared victor by default, making for the third year in a row our champ has reigned. And the second year in a row our rookie has tasted the indignity of correction.
Well, folks, it's been a momentous occasion, but once again, Champion Signature Series has taken the obedient superstar crown. Hope to see you all at another ringside.